and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. I'm your host, Ballistics, Director of Operations here at Club Conflict Online Gaming League. And you know what time it is? It's semifinals time here at Season 23 of Club Conflict, Counter-Strike League. We've got a great match for you tonight. We've got DankerMemerson, who's 8-0. They've wrecked everybody they've met up this season, including the quarterfinals. And they're going up against the admins, who are 5-4 in this semifinal. Now, I'll tell you what, the winners are going to advance to meet 4.5 men in the grand finals. That match is going to happen here within the week. The admins, if they win, they get to move on and play 4.5 men. If they lose, it's the end of their season. Same thing for DankerMemerson. I'm joined with my good friends here, Chin and Flood from SKUM Gaming. Chin and Flood, how you guys doing? Okay, hold on a minute, boys. I got an audio issue. Actually, okay, ready? How you guys doing, Chin and Flood?
Good so far. Ready to see some good games.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Flood.
Looks like we're getting Overpass, Mirage, and Train here. Interesting.
All right. Very good. Let's go ahead and jump into the server here. We should be. All right, we're switching to Overpass. Looks like Overpass is up first. Who doesn't like a good Overpass match?
Overpass is one of my favorite maps, to be honest.
What was the third map? Was it Train?
Train, yeah.
Oh, I'm kind of expecting some more fast-paced pug style CS as opposed to the tactical style that, you know, Train your nuke and things bring, but I don't know. I definitely see this going 0-2. I don't see Train being played.
So let's go ahead and spectate and
Who do you think is going 0-2 though here?
I definitely see Memerson 0-2ing the admins. Even with Too Smart, I don't think that he can.
Yeah, DankerMemerson, they're an elite group, and the thing they got going for them is they've been playing together for like 5 or 10 years. When you've got that kind of cohesion, when you've got that kind of cohesion, and you're competitive to start with at high level, that's difficult to deal with, especially with a team that's just been thrown together.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. On like tactical style maps, you can typically like throw certain set pieces that block off or deny like certain people from playing well. Like, oh, if you know that their opera is a certain place, you can, you know, throw. Whereas if you're playing pug style maps, like you can't hold every angle all the time. Like on Mirage, if you have 7 people coming out ramp, like you can't really handle that. You know what I mean?
Right on.
Oh, do we need to ready too?
Yeah, go ahead and ready up, gents. Real quick, let's talk about the prize. The prize that we have here for this, for season 23, is the Silverstone Technology RL08 case with two 240mm RGB lit case fans. Yeah, we're ready to stream this any second. Actually, the stream is rolling now, so we don't have to say that it's going to begin. And let's look at the bracket real quick. The bracket, you can see how everybody got to where we're at now. You see that 4.5 men advanced past SKUM Gaming. 2-1. That was a very close match. That happened Wednesday night. But we're getting ready to go live, so I'm going to go ahead and join the match here. Let's drop this bracket and get with the action here. Okay. So, and there's no auto director on spectating, is there? Okay, so here we go. First round. I'm going to look at the overview here. Looks like they're heading inside. DankerMemerson are starting out on tees. They're rushing out by the fountain. The whole gang's out there heading along. Let's see how this action gets, how they defend this. Okay, so Zahan and Z-Swift and Too Smart are going to be defending this from a distance. Zahan hits a long shot down long. Z-Swift's popping through the smoke. Now where are they going to go? I think it looks like they're, now they could go down through connector if they wanted. They're still hanging out by the fountain, seeing if they can draw anybody into a fight.
That's a huge kill for DankerMemerson. That's their kit down, and they have to rotate all the way around to long just to get that.
Oh boy. Yeah, so Garrison is down. Okay, they're pushing through Monster. Bomb is going down. Too Smart's in heavy. Z-Swift's coming in from construction. Zahon's already taken out. Z-Swift gets one. Gets another. Z-Swift with a USP. He's got taps for days. What's he going to do here? Oh, now he knows where one is. He knows where the other is. He's got his hand. He's got his work cut out for him and no kit. So he's going to just do what he can. What do you think? That was not bad, I guess, but they lose.
It was a little scrappy towards the end.
For sure.
That nade was pretty huge, and then that kill on the kit guy, I think, kind of sealed it.
Yeah, definitely. Good point there, Fletch. Let's see. So they're going inside again, it looks like, with the bomb.
Looks like a full save from the admins here too as well.
Oh,
Got what, 1 CZ on Zahan and a P250 on 2 Smart.
They traded out on the Awful.
It's a good trade for the admins there. Ooh.
I don't think Z-Swift knows that they can be behind him, and there you go.
Okay.
There goes that kill.
Let that
That's the
kill.
entire A site.
Ooh. It's a really good pickup. Bomb dropped.
So Garrison, he's got a rifle right in front of him. He's paralyzed. He grabbed it. Maybe he should have. So they've got their bomb. They're pushing in the connector. Faced a little bit of resistance there. It's Too Smart's coming up through connector.
That was a ballsy peek with P250.
So Truth has the P250 sitting on the bank. Truth lit him up. Look at that round. Wow, Too Smart. And
Coming in
Truth
for the cleanup.
combined. That was a big round for the Adams.
That was.
Okay, so we're tied 1-1.
And look at the money for the T's now for DankerMemerson. You got 2 guys on a 1500. They can afford maybe.
Ooh, they buy up into it
pistol
though.
armor. Yeah. I feel like you have to until you lose 2 rounds, right?
So Tyler and company moving in through construction. Coming into B site.
This is a fast play. Almost caught him off guard.
They have the connector option. They might be going to take it. They're going to boost peak. Maybe not. So they're all running together like a, like a, I don't know, like a herd, a gang of wolves. Okay.
But
so they got
look at
3.
this flank. Look at this flank by Z-Swift. He's cleared all of Fountain. They know that they can't be there, and then running
Push
into a
comes
full
in.
stack.
Big kills. Swift coming in behind. Truth holding them off. Oh boy,
Ooh.
he's hurt. Z-Swift, they have no idea Z-Swift's coming in, and Zahon's up in heaven. Bomb going down. Look at that. They didn't even get the plant. That was a big round for the admins. The admins up 2-1.
I felt like if they just would have pushed the advantage when they got that first little bit of damage in at the start before they, got blocked off by that smoke, I think that round could have gone very differently.
Yeah, it definitely would have.
Full save, but two flashes for DankerMemerson. I wonder what they're gonna
Danker
do.
went down through connector rather quickly. Offense leading the charge. Coming out of connector. Not seeing any resistance yet. They're in the restrooms. Awful's pushed. He's been smoked off and held back to the smoke. What are they going to do with this in the restroom? Oh, here comes the flank.
Oh, they actually do kill him.
Z-Swift's down, but now they have a free op. They're going to boost over, see what they can get. And Zahon kills Tyler, peeking over the wall. Too Smart with a frag of his own. Too Smart with a nice little flank on the lawn. With Too Smart showing him what's up in round 5.
They only lose one and still recover the op. Not too bad of a anti-eco. That's pretty alright. Their money's in a good spot still.
Okay, looking
Oh,
at the
what
overview.
happens? Look at Massfats. He has 39 health.
So Nivek's going to head on his own towards Monster. Massfats looks like he's going to go down into the connector. Everybody else is heading out towards Fountain. There's smokes and flashes out by Fountain. They're pushing their way down into Long. Zahon's watching Party Bloom. Let's see if he gets a shot here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of action out here by Party Blooms. There's smoked off restrooms. They've got options while they're sitting here out by a connector. Okay, so they're starting to work their way through connector with the bomb. Garrison and Truth are sitting there. Let's see what they're going to do. They hear squeaky pop. Truth is just spamming it up. Garrison's in water. Too Smart sitting on toxic. So B-Site's ready for this push. They're coming in though. I think they're still working their way in towards construction. Garrison's going to see him any second now. And the flash. And look at that. Whoa. Construction is getting hot and heavy. Zahon missed his shot. Truth catches one. He's traded out off. And Zahon cleans it up. Wow. What a round.
It was a very tight choke point. They all just kind of came in at once and paid the price.
Yeah, I think I would have diversified my entrance there a little bit. You know?
Yeah, do some kind of split or something, yeah. Especially after that nade landed. Oof, round was over.
Alright, it's our 6th round in this first map in a best of 3. Looks like they're heading for the big hit on the Monster. Troops company are going to be there. Too Smart. Too Smart hears the water. Puts a
Truth
heat nade in the water.
pegs.
Here comes the boost. The boost. Let's see if it. Garrison gets one on the boost. That's a risky play though, because that wood is so thin. They can shoot right through that. All right, Zahon with a nice pick. They're coming out of restrooms. See how they defend it.
Oh.
Zahon betrayed.
There's a
Zahon
knife.
still has the op, but he don't know he's on the left side of him. He's on a truck. Garrison.
Ooh.
Wow, Nivek. Oh, the Truth.
Good shot, man.
Truth with a solid trade out.
That's the second round, though. I feel like if they just would have pressed the advantage, having all those pistols just come flying out, catch those guys off guard.
Pretty strong CT side showing from the admin so far. Definite huge economy advantage, and they're just shutting them down everywhere they go. Albeit 2 of those rounds were
Blood Awful and
forces.
Nivek are heading towards Too Smart's taken out. They're down in the connector. They've got options to go to B if they want to. There's only 2 defending it. Garrison. Truth. Boost. Blood's trying to take shots through this. Ooh, that nade right in the face of Blood, but it didn't even do any damage to him. That was amazing. It hit right in the corner in front of his nose, but it was behind some concrete. Tyler pushing up through the restrooms.
Oh, look at that timing.
There's the smoke. Ooh, Massfats is lit up by Z-Swift, who was watching long. Nice frag, but the trade is timely.
Good trades. DankerMemerson.
Zahon's taken out. Truth is on dumpster. I don't think they know it, but they're going to be looking for it. Truth with a nice one. I think he knows the other one's on long. It's a 1v2. Truth's got his hands on it. Switch try.
Dang.
Danker puts a second round up.
I think that was the first round we've actually seen like a good amount of smokes and flashes come over before they take a site.
Yeah, for sure. The utility usage is definitely going to be key in this match. If you want to win, you got to use utility for sure. Okay, so looking at the overview, we're not in any hurry. Nivik might head towards the monster, but everybody else is heading out towards the fountain. It'll be really out there. Zayhan and Truth are in connector. Ooh, Blood kills Z-Swift, who had pushed clear down long. Missing the angle. Let's see. So Too Smart and Garrison are left. Garrison's sitting in B. Too Smart, both of them are in B. So it's a 5v2. Garrison's been picked out, picked off going construction. Too Smart now. He has armor. He could save his armor. He hears one in heaven. He's going to probably try to get one pick, maybe an exit. There he goes, there he goes. Good try. He does take out Nivik. He's going to make Nivik spend some money next round. But another big round. That's a big round for Danker.
Seems like they're on a roll now. Like they figured out what they were doing wrong.
Could be. Plenty of utility on the side of DankerMemerson. The admins have a full buy with some light utility. Zayhan has pushed up. Zayhan's pushed up near party. Just outside of connector. Several near the fountains pushing out. Oh, awful shot. 2 shots. Taking out Swift and Zayhan. So they're going to advance up into A site. Pretty much uncontested, really.
A big nade.
And the CTs only have 1 smoke to deal with this site take. It's gonna be interesting to see where they put it.
I don't really think there's much they can do.
2v1, 13 health on Garrison.
Oh.
There comes that smoke. Oof.
Oh.
Nice try,
Close.
Garrison. That was
Very
nice.
close.
So Danker brings it back to 5-4. They're within one of the admins. They pieced together 3 good rounds now. Or is it 4? No, I think it's 3. Yeah.
3 rounds, yeah.
Okay.
I think they're starting to hit their rhythm.
Okay, so they're going to hit Monster. Too Smart's going to be there on Toxic. Let's see how he handles it. Too Smart's playing the cheeky, I'm not here move. He's looking at his feet. But the fire comes in. Too Smart is not even burning. I don't know how he's not burning. But Truth is through the smoke. Truth gets 1.
The best part is they're not gonna clear him.
They don't even know Too Smart's there. Too Smart takes out another one. Nivik. That was a big one because Nivik has been putting in work. Zayhan
Turns it into a 2-on-2. This is pretty winnable. I mean, you've got 1 CZ that can do work, and Z Swift with the small
The
little...
timing on this op peak though. Oh.
It's a 2v1 now. Awful's in the water, but he does have the right weapon if you want to win. Let's see what he can do with it.
Ooh, the timing on this.
Through the wall.
So the admins put another round on the board, 6-4.
That was a pretty big round for them. They were just about broke and got thrown just upgraded pistols. That's pretty huge.
And look at the buy coming out from DankerMemerson. You got a Glil and a Mac 10.
I could see this being a fast B play here.
Yeah, looks like they're hitting B pretty hard. Let's see how puts a big name on it. Too smart. They got fire, they got flames, they got rifles.
Ooh.
And
1 HP.
Around. One Awful's gonna 1v5. What's he gonna do? He does take out Z Swift. They get a little intel on where he's at. I know he's in the side tunnel. If he peeks, Garrison. Uh-oh, he does know Garrison's there, so oh wow, he just
Oh my
catches him
gosh.
right through the smoke.
This is doable for Awful.
I've seen Awful do crazy things. I'm sure he could win this. Awful, in my opinion, is their best player.
I mean, he's really showing it right now. He's got 15 kills, 11 rounds, 10 rounds, 11 rounds into the game, 140 ADR. Pretty crazy, man.
With some good numbers.
$30 with the bomb. Coming out monster here, checking all his corners. See if he can turn it into 2 1v1s, which is what he wants here.
He's got to get
Spots
one
out.
kill fast.
There it is.
He's not expecting a second.
That was close. That was a good try by Awful.
Oh yeah, 4K? I really didn't expect the second guy to still be committed B. And then they're back down into the money hole. Oh, dually spot. Uh-oh.
Dualies, Mac 10, Scout.
I want to see what
Deal
happens with
and
these
nothing here.
dualies.
Looks like they're trying to go up. Ooh.
Sehan's got aggressive push out to the fountain. Takes a pop shot but misses with his op. There's a fire on the connector. That's hit blood, dropped blood down by 25. Blood's pushed into the restroom. Being very aggressive on the rush. He's taken out by Zehan. Zehan's still watching that angle. Zehan lit another. That's 2 frags for Zehan. You don't want to mess with Zehan when he's got
Ooh,
the
what a
op.
shot.
Zehan with an op, you should go the other way. I said that before, but it's the truth. Okay. Awful's going to push his luck down long. Zehan's holding that angle. Watch this. Oh, he knows he's there. Oh, how did he miss that? Zehan. Zehan's in the bank. They all combined admins up 8-4 on DankerMemerson.
Oh, and looks like we're gonna get a timeout here. Looks like Z Swift anti-cheat timed out.
Okay, so we're getting a pause while Z Swift reconnects. This is a great time for us to talk about our let's talk about our sponsors here. You know, we're sponsored by Everleap Cloud Hosting. Everleap provides the cloud hosting for Club Conflict, and we love having them on board. We'd also like to talk about GameServers.com. Frag Not Lag. Game Servers, they're the official server sponsor of Club Conflict. We're playing on a Chicago server right here, a 128 tick server. If you need a server, please look up GameServers.com. Tell them Club Conflict sent you. They'll take good care of you. Silverstone Technology, they are the prize sponsor. We've been promoting Silverstone Technology since probably 2005, I think it is. We started giving away their products at LAN and in the league not much later than that. So we've been promoting Silverstone Technology for many years. They're a good solid partner. We love having them on board. So thank you for your support, Silverstone Technology. Bring this bracket up again here. You can see how everything happened so far in this playoffs. DankerMemerson, they knocked out Bodacious Tata. In fact, Bodacious Tata didn't even show up. That was unfortunate. The admins beat MVG Academy 2-0. 4.5 Men took out Monisium 2-0. And SKUM Gaming, actually, Frank Spankers were the no-shows against SKUM Gaming. I remember that. It was Bodacious Tata. What they did was they were losing to DankerMemerson. They lost their first match like 16-11 maybe, something like that, on Nuke. And I think they were tied 11 to 11 at one point on Nuke, but then they lost 16-11. And then on their second map in Dust 2, Bodacious Tata was down 11-1, and everybody dropped at the same time. They all just left the match. They left our Discord. They just left us with our mouths open, because I've never seen a team do that. Just, you know, quit in the playoffs. You know, that rather than lose, Bodacious Tata decided to head for the hills. And
was that like a?
it was a quarterfinal.
It was a quarterfinal, and they just left.
Yeah, they were down. They lost their first map. They were in their second map. They were losing 11-1 on Dust 2, and they all said, "Hey guys, let's just all leave at the same time." So like within 3 seconds from the first guy leaving, all 5 of them dropped. When they did that, it caused my machine to blue screen. I mean, I didn't know what happened. I'm like, what happened? My machine just crapped out on me. And luckily the server was robust enough to hold in there. But when I came back in, all the DankerMemerson had paused the server and were waiting. They're like, what happened? They all disconnected. So I went to go talk with Bodacious Tata. I went to go talk with their captain, but he wasn't even in my Discord anymore. And I went looking for anybody with the role of Bodacious. There was nobody in our server. They all left the server at the same time. Classic act there, Bodacious Tata. Classic act. Good luck in playing in our LAN tournaments. I know Steve-O likes to come to our LAN tournaments and stuff, but good luck in the future with that. Anyway, we're back to the action here. Let's go ahead and get out of this slide. We're out of the pause, and looks like they're coming inside of construction rather quickly. Garrison is sitting here on site waiting. Nivik's going to give a boost of blood, I think. They're all waiting just outside of construction on the B site. Okay, so 3 of them going into the connector. Oh, wait a minute, this is cheeky. So Nivik's hoping that there will be a rotator coming in, pushing in through construction. Too Smart's pushed through the monster. Zahon gets a pick on Tyler. Oh, I'm gonna get kicked. I'm getting kicked.
Oh no.
Ah. Alright. That's always fun. Sorry folks. I'm coming back in. We'll be right back. That is so funny. I hate that when our anti-cheat does that, but you know, it's just doing its job, folks. If your client does not communicate with the server, it'll boot you. Zahon picking up another frag. So looking at the admins, we're leading 9-4. If you look across their team, everybody's putting in work. Their bottom fragger has 9 frags. Too Smart has 13 frags. All across the board, everybody's putting in work. If you look at DankerMemerson, they got 2 players that don't have 3 or less frags. So,
oh
that's
man,
kind of the story here. Uh-oh, we're missing it. Blood. Drawing blood. First blood. They're already on the A site. Tyler's already pushed up to they're already on two guys are already on dumpster.
oh, the timing on that between Awful and Swift on long. But Awful knows he's there.
Garrison has no idea if there's one to the left. He's gonna find out.
And still loses the fight.
Alright.
It was finally a round where they have the pistols, get the advantage, and just go with it as a free bomb plant, and they locked off the site before they could even come up and rotate. Like, that was a great eco round right there.
Great round if you can get him, for sure.
Yeah.
So DankerMemerson bringing it back 9-5.
Last round of the half. We'll see what they do here.
Plenty of utility rifles on the side of DankerMemerson. Light utility on the side of the admins. Too Smart takes off a while for Beacon connector. Truth has no idea. They're in the smoke. Oh, Truth taken out. They're coming in from construction. There's 3 there. They already pushed into B site. Tyler's already on site. He's taken out by Garrison.
And look at that, they all exit
Wow.
monster.
Yeah, they all exited monster for sure.
There's no way they read all 3 of them being here.
Well, let's see what they do if they put a smoke on site. Oh, a double kill. What happened there? Too Smart with a big 2-for-1 sale, but it's just too
And
late.
they still lose. What a shot.
What a half, for sure.
This is not something I was expecting, to be honest. I thought this match was going to be very one-sided.
So the admins take that first half 9-6.
This is a lot closer than I would think just by looking at the kills here. We've got 18 all the way down to 3 on DankerMemerson. It's tough to keep it within 3 with someone performing like that, but I guess that's how they've gone this far, you know. Too Smart losing that first engagement on Monster, but we'll see the rest of their team coming out connector here, probably rushing A long. You see DankerMemerson actually kind of shifting down towards that site. Yeah, results in a almost free plant. Trades going in the favor of the T's plus the site, and it's only now that DankerMemerson are actually rotating up here. 3v1 for Navek. Let's see if he can do it. We've seen him do this before. Doesn't look like it.
So the admin's up 10-6.
Wow. DankerMemerson down 10-6, facing a probable eco here. We'll see if they decide to buy. We've got 1 CZ and a flash. I'm predicting a fountain rush here.
We've seen them do some crazy things with pistols, so I'm not going to count them out of this yet.
Oh, definitely. But the admin's going in the complete opposite direction. Would you look at that?
That's a travesty.
Oh.
Oh.
Rough.
Truth getting that second kill at 5 HP. That was massive. I think he glocked the kid. That was a good job on his end.
Chin, I'm going to try to raise your volume. I think we need to raise your volume here.
I can raise it on my end if you need me to.
Yeah, if you don't, let me see here. I might be able to get it here. Yeah, I got you. Go ahead and talk.
Hello, hello, hello.
Much better. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, we're back.
He's.
Let's see. Ad tab out. Sorry, folks. Okay, looks like a quick rush on B. Wow, they all lined up, which wasn't very good coming out of Monster like that. But Blood is lit up. But not hurt enough to pull a trigger. As he takes out Z-Swift. Too Smart and Truth are on site. Bomb is thrown up. Too Smart. They threw the bomb up onto the site. Too Smart's got it. It's going to go down.
Oh, the timing.
Awful. Sitting there. He has no idea where Too Smart is.
What a shot.
So the admin's firmly in control here in the second half, 12-6. Let's see what happens here. They're still saving their cash, I see. Danker. One more save. Looking at the overview, it looks like the admins are going to hit that monster again. Let's see who's going to be there. It's going to be Blood and Mass Fats, I think, to defend. Watch from Blood on construction, Mass Fats both sitting there. Nivik gets one, but Garrison trades him. Mass Fats and Awful sitting on construction.
Oh, Blood's about to get one kill here, I think, on Too Smart. Oh, turns around, gets him, gets another one. Almost a third. Wow. Sehan cleaning that up on Awful, and now it's admins on 13-6. I think this is going to be one of the first gun rounds, or actually the first gun round of this half, correct?
It will be, yeah. Yeah, it's their first buy for Danker.
This is going to decide the game right here this round.
Yeah.
If they lose, they have low buy for the next 2 rounds. If admins take this, they might as well have taken the game.
Too Smart.
See.
Pushing through a smoke over Monster, just keeping him honest.
Yeah.
He wants him to think they're coming.
Ooh.
Garrison
Huge trade for Garrison there. Because now they've got what, 3 players out long here against Mass Fats trying to hold the site alone.
No, no, there comes Awful pushing through restaurant.
Oh, there it is.
But he
That's
gets
2 for
two.
Awful.
But he's killed. Z-Swift now and Too Smart versus Blood and Mass Fats. Now it's just a 1v2. What's Z-Swift going to do? Do you think he has what it takes to get the bomb down? I don't know. I don't
We'll
think
see.
so.
Oh, he's gets his timing here.
I don't think he expects. Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
but he knows it now.
This is winnable. Ooh.
Very good try, Z-Swift. Blood
Uh-oh.
makes the all-important kill, and DankerMemerson, they needed that round. Uh-oh, Garrison just got booted. What's going on with this? It's going to go into a pause here, I'm sure. Match is pause, so we'll go ahead and yeah. I guess we'll talk here a little bit about. Let's talk about. Let's look at the scores here. Go to the cycle the stats here. We see that as far as ADR on DankerMemerson's team, it's Nivik and Awful with 96 and 119. On the admins, you've got Too Smart with 137 ADR. His utility damage is 170. That's pretty darn good. So we're waiting on Garrison to come back in. He got booted for his anti-cheat. The way that anti-cheat works, and it's a little sensitive, but I mean the way it works is if the master server does not hear from the client, and the client's what you have installed on your machine, if it's blocked for any way, any reason, let's say you have an internet connection problem or whatever, maybe you have a firewall blocking it, maybe you've closed the connection, maybe you've closed the anti-cheat or whatever. If it sees that within 30 seconds of not communicating, it basically starts a timer from the instance that it loses connection, and 30 seconds after it loses connection with you, it boots you. So when you see somebody get booted, it's a connection problem on their end of some sort. The internet is you know, it can have problems. We've all had problems with internet connections before, so that's really all that is. So here we are. Garrison's back in. Looks like we're going to unpause. Now, one thing I do recommend that the teams do, when a team does come in with a pause, is you're allowed to take up that, you know, use up the whole 5 minutes. If the other team doesn't, actually, I'd have to double check the rules. I think it's a 2-minute timeout, but either way, if the other team times out and says unpause, and you still got a few minutes left, use it up. I mean, just go use it up. Just take advantage of that. Talk it over with your team. So it's kind of a nice way of getting timeout. Well, Zahan just missed that shot, but Monster is busy. There's the smoke.
The Negev purchase.
Tyler beats out the connector. He starts World War II. Or 3. Garrison kills Tyler. So they're in a 5v4 already, but now it's a 5v3. Oh goodness, they're getting hit from every angle, and it's down to Awful. What's Awful going to do? If Awful's smart, he's just going to save that, but he doesn't. So the admins flip the script. They're up 14-7 on DankerMemerson.
This is gonna be a tough buy from DankerMemerson here.
Guys, go ahead and call a little bit of action for me. I got to take this call. Sorry.
Go for it.
They have to force buy here
To keep him off 15, right?
to keep him off 15.
I mean, if you're going for at least a 16, then let them, you know. Oh, he didn't mute his mic.
No, he didn't mute his mic. So I think the couple big things on this match were early on, the DankerMemerson just weren't exploiting the gaps that they created with their rushes, and then all of their execs lacked the flashbangs and the smoke grenades to really cut off those choke points, and then they're all just coming out together. And I really think that they didn't make those adjustments on their T side quick enough, and now
they're really paying for
they
it
don't
here.
they don't have many rounds to really give up, and with the amount of saves that they've had or low buys, they've really they need to string like 2 or 3 here together to get back into it, and I don't really think they're going to be able to do that with these pistols.
Even then, even if they'd won a couple rounds, like if you look at how the money is right now, like they're pretty low, especially on CT side where everything's way more expensive than T side here. They have to, I mean, they either take a hard save here and hopefully get a good buy next round with lots of utility, lots of guns, or they like give them an easy round, especially with like all of that. They don't have enough money for that counter utility. I mean, we see Navek here with a Negev.
This is a hardcore force buy, bought down to 0.
Yeah, so
they're riding all of it on the. Yep, they're riding it all on this round.
So we see the admins going for a pretty heavy B presence here. Awful is alone in connector, but we have Tyler pushing through Fountain because he's nobody. Yeah, it's been 30 seconds into the match. Mascot's got a kill, traded by T-Swift or Swift.
They should know exactly what's going on here.
Exactly. Especially with Tyler, he's so deep into their territory, and he's going for more here. Very aggressive. Awful gets that kill on Zahan. Not traded.
Garrison putting into work.
Oh,
Nivik drops Garrison.
here it is. Swift in a 1v2. Bombs dropped. Almost no idea where these guys are.
It's just still doable for Swift.
Especially if he gets his timing on. Oh, close. What did I just do?
He has no idea they're both on the left side. If he peeks that op is going to light him up. If there's a flash, that's going to be handy. Now he can take a peek. He hears the op. Almost made the shot, but he didn't. Wow, that was a big round for Danker.
Yep. Do you guys see me switching?
No, I wish. I wish I could see you switch. We'll get that figured out.
No, because I accidentally enabled something, but I'm not sure what I just did. And I clicked something and... Interesting.
So go ahead and try to switch. See if I do see it.
I'm on Zahan right now. Garrison. Nope.
Sorry. Well, I'm missing all the action, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. SFATs have a nice bailout switch. But the admins are leading 3-2. It's the 3v2 here.
The crucial part of that, though, is that the bomb is dropped right in Asfat's lap.
Yeah, but they know where that is, and it's a 3v1, and they're all going to be going for that bomb at the same time. It's just going to be...
He's got to step up at one crucial time in this match.
Yeah, nice fire. He's got the fire. He'll put his back against the wall pretty smart. And I'm sure he will. He'll put his back against the wall here in just a second. 2 seconds peeking, but he
gets the first one.
Life. Now, if they wanted to time peek him, that's not going to be the way to take this bomb back. Hopefully, they'll both go in together, because you can't kill 2 at the same time as long as they're spread out a little bit. So
what a shot.
are on match point. Who saw that coming? Against
DankerMemerson. Definitely not what I have predicted, but win's a win, right?
Well, you know, the winning round could be very elusive. You never know. It's not the end of the line here for Danker yet. This is map 1, best of 3, so. But I'm sure the admins come in with a newfound confidence here. They're on match point. There's no reason not to get aggressive yet. 8. Here comes Rotates coming in from construction. Garrison is his job, and it is his job. Zahan peek to the left. Will he catch him? Yes. The admins pick up the first map in a stunning victory, honestly. 16-8 against DankerMemerson in the first map.
Yeah, I mean, I was honestly there with a 2-0 victory for DankerMemerson. I mean, like you said, they were what, 8-0 to start the season. So this is pretty surprising, but we will get Mirage here, which is a slightly more in my opinion puggy map.
Do we remember the map picks? Like
who's Mirage and Train? I don't know
whose pick was this though.
I don't remember
because
that,
it seemed like Memerson, especially on their T side, were just kind of lost there. They didn't, know exactly how to take the bomb sites. They didn't know where to play, and they were always very hesitant on.
I'm gonna guess that the
finishing
admins
those.
picked the overpass because they had an overpass win during the regular season. I know they had an overpass loss as well during the regular season. I think that was against you guys. Did they play you guys? SKUM, is that right?
Admins, yeah, I think so. They definitely did. I don't remember the map.
Okay.
Maybe.
I just remember they picked it and lost it, but I saw them win it earlier in the season. So, and they won it pretty soundly. I'm not sure who their opponent was. I want to say it was MVG Academy. I think it was during regular season. So anyway, we're sitting here in the match slide. Let's bring up some audio here. I'm going to bring up some music just for a minute. We're going to go ahead and switch. It's going to be about another minute here, so I'm going to bring up some music here just for 1 second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We're getting ready to live up here on Mirage. What a round, the admins took the first map in this best of 3. We're waiting on everybody to ready up. So what do you guys think of that first map?
It was very interesting. It was it completely went in the opposite direction that I think we thought it was going to go. To be honest, I think I can speak for all three of us. You know.
Yeah, sure.
It just
in that,
seemed like they weren't ready to just do things. They were very hesitant. They were very wishy-washy. They never committed to anything. And then when they did commit, it seemed like it was without the proper grenade usage, and they were just getting picked apart by all coming through one choke point. So I think their T side just wasn't very strong. When you don't have a strong T side, that leaves your CT side to be very vulnerable. Because if you take those 1 or 2 saves, you're basically the game's over at that point. So you don't have very many rounds to play with. So it's very hard
Good point.
to get the momentum going back up if you're, low buying every other round.
So Mirage, this is, in my opinion, probably about everyone's favorite map. Really, I mean, one of the more popular maps.
Okay, we'll go with that one.
Well, I mean, a lot of people like Mirage. I mean, most people that I hear love Mirage, and I don't hear many people when I'm matchmaking ask me to take Mirage out. But I think Mirage is like the most popular matchmaking map, outside of Dust 2, of course. I mean, Dust 2, though, is as puggy of a map as there is. That's just because there's the Dust 2 warriors out there. That's all they play. If you ever play on a public server in Dust 2, I mean, there's people that live their life playing Dust 2.
Yeah.
It used to be like old Office.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or the Vertiglobals.
Still
And,
me.
I don't know if you knew it or not, but on public servers anyway, Dust 2 has the most hackers in it too. It's just because it's the casual map, it's the people, just want to play Dust 2 all the time and hack it. You're more likely going to run into a hacker on a public server in Dust 2 than any other server. I hate playing Dust 2, honestly, unless I'm with a team that I know, because Mirage is like that as well. Like if you have a weakness and the other team finds it, they're gonna exploit it, and it can be really difficult if you got one guy constantly letting the team roll. A lot of times it's better off if you're getting rolled like that to just back the hell up. You know what I mean? Just let them come in and wait for your rotates to come in. At least you're alive for it. But we'll see how these guys are going to play it. It looks like DankerMemerson is going to start out as T's on Mirage. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and ready up. We'll get this thing underway.
I believe I'm ready.
Okay, we're just holding up on Tyler, and then we'll get this rolling. Yeah, Silver 2, Daga. Good point. Good point. Ballistics is a noob. You saw that. Yeah. That's what happens when you get old and slow. And that
Hey, you said it,
describes
not
me.
me.
That describes me perfectly, old and slow. So, but I'll tell you what, I'm one of the better Silver 2s out there. If I got to be in a category, at least I can be one of the better players in it. Okay, memers are going to execute heavy is what they're saying in the chat. So, yeah, they probably are. Let's see, are we live? We are live, absolutely, we're live. Let's look at the overview. It looks like the bomb is going to go on its own with mass fats towards A. They're walking, slow walking their way over to B. Actually, they're all going underpass. They're all going to go for a nice little meet. Here comes some smoke in on A site, and Tyler and the gang are coming through connector. Hitting from behind, Garrison hitting from behind, Troops hitting as well. This didn't go the way they thought it would. Massfats and Nivik are left wondering what the hell happened to their teammates as they try to make it into A site. So the bomb does make it onto A site. Massfats has it. They do know there is one on CT. They're going to flash it on and try to get the bomb planted.
Ooh.
There you go. Too Smart is dead. Now it's up to Z-Swift on a 2v1, and Z-Swift rolls into A site, but they're thinking about, let's see if this USP is as accurate as they say it is. Oh, he sees the shadow. Swift sees the shadow, but it didn't help him any. He's down to 79 health. No kit. The bomb is down, and he's taken out. DankerMemerson's on the board with the first round.
I got kind of worried after the site take when there were only the two of them left. They sure seemed to get that worked out.
Yeah, they worked together to kill Too Smart there, and that helped them.
Is my voice still coming through in the
Yeah.
game?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Okay, looks like they're going to hit A site. Nobody's really playing A. They got 3 or 4 in. What are they doing? 3 or 4 in connect or in the sniper area. I'll tell you what they're doing. They are not dying. Well, they're at a distance. Awful just takes out Z-Swift. Too Smart harassing him from connector. Nivik and Awful have pushed in. 3 of them have pushed in CT. Garrison sitting there. Uh-oh, they got an AK. Garrison goes down to that AK. Too Smart still by himself now with his USP, and might as well just go in there and take the medicine. So Danker's up 2-0. My mic is really quiet. I apologize. Let's see if I can bring my mic up a little bit. Mic check. Microphone testing. I'll bring my mic up even more. That should do it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how my mic got so low. That should be better. Okay, sorry about that. So I had to tab out whenever I do this because I am a noob and I don't know how to use OBS properly. But anyway, we're back into round 3 here. Looking at the overview, bomb's been dropped top mid. 2 of them are already pushed into cat. Truth and Garrison are the ones who are going to catch this action. Let's see how they handle it. So they look like they're going to go underpass.
There's no one on the
mid.
A site.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Zahon's already been taken out. They own A site. They're sitting at murder hole waiting for rotates to come out of market. Tyler's watching cat. Bomb's been put down on A site, and it's down to 3v5 here. Oh, Too Smart, blinded, but still manages to kill Massfats. Awful, lit up at murder hole. Garrison traded out by Tyler. It's a 2v3. DankerMemerson has the bomb down. And DankerMemerson picks up their 3rd round.
It was kind of weird. He got out A for free, and then it seemed like that was a big hinge on. They got in the jungle and caught off all the rotates. They couldn't even come back into the site.
trades up the mid. Too Smart kills Awful. Got two guys mid. Garrison gets caught, as does Truth. It's down to a Z-Swift. He's dead too. So, but DankerMemerson puts their 4th round on the board.
Oh, look at the money on the T side. They've got at least 2 more buys in the tank after this one, so looks like the admins are going to have to string a couple rounds together to try to get back into this game, or they're just going to get steamrolled.
Good point. Let's see what the overview looks like. They're heading towards mid. Zehan is going to be fielding that. He misses, he whiffs with the op, but he lets him know that he's in connector with the op. That's going to make him think twice. So oh, he misses, whiffs again. So Zehan's going to totally reposition. He's just getting out of dodge. A site has been basically rolled. Truth comes in to jungle. Here comes the fire. So they've got jungle on lockdown. It's a 5v3, ain't it? Oh, yeah, 5v2 now. Zehan's watching Murder Hole.
They almost just have to save here. There's really nothing they can do to get back in, and if they don't, they have no buy next round.
Can they really save here? Oh, with that kill, maybe they can.
And he's going back in.
That was the worst thing that, or that was the biggest thing I was worried about there, was getting across that.
I think they're wise just to save this round for sure. It's a 4v2. They both have rifles. And
they're going to have a very mixed buy on the next round.
Oh, Z-Swift might be timing here.
Ooh. They're coming after him. Ooh. They want it.
Yeah.
But saving 2 ops.
That's all right.
Look at Awful. He's about to come up behind him.
Got the angle.
Oh, Awful with a kill?
Oh, maybe? They take,
they clean up both of
ops. Them. Wow. Good job, Danker.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate for the admins there. Not enough to buy, a little bit too much to save. Let's see what they do here.
Did you decide? Couple USPs,
pistols.
Couple upgraded pistols.
Yeah. Oh, there's the upgraded pistols there. After this round, they're still getting, what, 34? So that's enough to buy on most of them. The only one who has really, like, not too much money is Too Smart here, but we'll see what happens next round.
Well, he could catch a timing on this Hall guy.
So
oh yeah, he does.
Push it up cat. They're already on B site. Too Smart's by himself in B with a pistol.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Too Smart. He's got an AK now, but he's hurt. Ooh,
All he can...
Good try, good try. So DankerMemerson's up 6-0. 6 unanswered rounds on the board.
I think they need to be adjusting their A defense because it really just seems like these guys are getting out every round with no contention. Without any smokes, without any flashes, nothing. They're just have the A site for free. Or mid, even.
Massfats and Nivik are working their way over towards A. 3 of them top mid. Ooh, Zehan with a nice kill on the Awful. Tyler.
Oop. Wow. Got really lucky with that nade bouncing where it did. Oof. Massfats gets a kill on Zehan, and that's almost free. It's only Z-Swift here, but see, Too Smart's got a nade out, gets timinged.
Too Smart.
Tyler gets that killed.
Caught with a smoke in his hand.
But here's the thing, they rotated off of B, and actually Nivek knows that. He's all the way through B. Garrison now has an inkling that they might be here, but he's gonna get timings.
Yes, he did.
And it's all up to Swift here with an op and a 1v3. Really no utility to try and retake that B
Yeah,
site.
you don't even have a kid.
He's a little hurt. And, I mean, they're mauling him off.
He's got
like,
0 frags so far, so
yeah,
that's rough.
it is rough.
So Z-Swift opting to just save here, and rightly so. He's going to go check out the Palace decor.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Memerson's got money to play with. They should be hunting him. They
Yeah.
take that op out of his hands.
It's the same thing that happened the other round.
I don't think they're gonna find him here, but you know.
No, there's no
It's
time.
possible. I mean, the admins could get around here and just roll it right back. I mean, it is T-sided on this map, and a lot of people feel that way. I don't know if it is. It just depends on who's playing, honestly. But who knows? I've seen crazier things happen. The admins could still 8-7 it. They're 0-7. Wouldn't that be amazing? But we'll see. So far, they haven't shown us anything yet. This map.
Brazil, Germany here, maybe? Get their first round on the board. Ooh. At this point, T's now have full cat control.
Swift gets his first kill.
Oh, there it is.
Garrison goes down to Nivik, but he hurts Nivik. Zehan and Z-Swift are left to defend against 3.
Z-Swift's about to get shot in the back here. Unfortunate. Gets traded out by Zehan, but he's got an impossible task almost in front of him. A 1v2 with 28 health to go. He might be thinking about just saving that up there.
Bogdan?
I would definitely.
Bogdan? And I really don't think he expects the Vector to be there.
What a shot.
Yep, there it is.
Good effort.
That was a good shot by him, though, on that first one, to be honest.
Bogdan.
Bogdan's Law. See 8-0 for DankerMemerson here. They've technically won the half now. I think this might be a steamroll, and we'll see Nuke, right? Or no, Train is the last map, right?
Admins need to start damage control now. Any rounds they pick up here
Gonna help.
gives them a little breathing room on the next half, but
Ooh,
Truth opens
what a
that.
shot by Truth.
Trying to get that AK. He does hit it. Takes out Tyler.
And gets the kill.
Truth
Nice.
has no armor. He's got an AK and a dream.
I mean, he's got dualies here. In my opinion, that's worth more than the AK.
Yeah.
At least in the right hands, I would say.
Ooh, Zehan with a nice shot.
What a shot.
That's awful trying to trade it.
Oh,
It pays
two.
for his insolence. Zehan is a sniper, and he's showing off his skills here in this round. 2 big scout kills. Ooh, Blood does not know the other guy's on triple. He's going to try to plant. And he pays for it. Too smart. With a
First round on the board for the admins here.
Yeah, if you're the admins, that's really got to make you feel good. I mean, just getting that one round on the board, it's got to make you feel, a little better.
there's plenty of room for them to still. Because even Awful and Novak are very tight on cash. If they can win this next round here, who knows what happens. Even if they could get a 5th or a 6th round, I think they would be in a good position on their T side.
They all rolled in on a main. Zehan caught in fire and
Ooh.
murdered by the whole team.
Double molly. Hate to see it, man. Just as we were saying, they could get a couple more rounds here. They just get absolutely steamrolled on the A site. Too Smart getting
Too
2
Smart's
kills,
still alive,
actually,
so don't
bringing
give
it
up
back.
now. Garrison tried to roll in on CT, but at least he's got the intel. There are people on CT. Too Smart will be looking for it. But not Too Smart decides to save his op, and I would do the same. Get out of town. Get out of Dodge. Head for the tunnel, and don't look back. He wants another. Ah! He tried, but he did manage to save that op, and that might prove to be pretty huge for the admins. So Too Smart still holds on to the op. The admins get a lot of utility on this buy. Zahon sitting there with the P90. Making a slow walk towards apps with the bomb. Okay, so Garrison hears it. Garrison knows they're coming. Garrison already been peeked. And they're already on B site. Uncontested, really. Garrison was all by himself. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but 3 left. They're all rotating through market, which is never a good idea. Zahon's at P90. Looking for heads. Looking for heads. But he's getting that awful. Takes him out. Too Smart and Z-Swift. Too Smart still has that op, and he's going to save it. See what he can catch on the cast.
This one's going to be real close. Oof.
Ooh.
Nice try.
Barely escapes with his life there.
So DankerMemerson putting on a clinic here.
The admin's got to get better about these entry kills. They're just coming into the bomb sites for free with no trades and no damage, nothing. They're just taking advantage of the kinks in the armor.
No doubt about it. So it looks like they got 3 top mid. They got 1 on each site heading that way. Garrison's sitting on van. He's up on the apps. Zahon, a nice little flash over connector. Blood getting ready to throw the smoke. Tyler's already pushed into connector. He's near Zahon. I don't know if Zahon knows it or not, but Zahon is watching it awful. Just light.
Gets the second one.
Wow.
Wow.
Zahon's going to get peaked here in a minute, I think. Zahon kills Nivik. And it's up to just Zahon in a 1v3. Zahon does have everything needed for that. He decides to pick an op up, which is kind of crazy. I'll bet he's going to know Nivik is in the corner, or someone's in the corner this one. He missed that shot, so... Yeah. My opinion, you miss that first shot, you just turn around and run. But give Zahon credit. He wanted that kill. So DankerMemerson, they're really putting it to the admins this second map. They needed a good showing on a map in order to bring it to a third. So they're well on their way. Truth pushing up mid, pays for it though, but he kills Tyler. Awful kill Zahon. What are we going to see here? It's a 3v2, Garrison and Z-Swift. Garrison's in B, Z-Swift is sitting on CT. But Z-Swift gets caught.
It's all up to Garrison here. See what he can do.
The bomb's going down on triple box. 2 guys sitting CT. Right on triple. So Garrison ain't going in there. He doesn't have a kit, so he's just going to go for exits. And he's being hunted right now from the market, and he's going to see if he
All
can
comes
catch
down
this
to
one.
time.
Good try.
Ooh.
Awful. It's just a little better shot there on that.
What a shot by Awful. Can they hear me?
No. No, nobody can hear. Tyler. Tyler is the clown of the whole group, just if you didn't know that. And he likes to have fun. And he has binds that he likes to play every once in a while. And I'm always giving him heck for his binds. So he's like, oops. Okay.
P90 action finally coming out here.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, 2 or 3 rounds might make all the difference. You know what I mean? In the half, especially if they have some good executes on the T side. You never know. They might be able to tie it. So Z-Swift knows where the final 2 guys are. He calls it out, so they're gonna prepare for it. All they got to do is just wait for these guys on 18. That's what they're doing. But this peak can do with the op. Blood has a good op. Let's see what he can do with it. Ooh, and he's got not a bad pistol. Look at Blood showing his stuff. It's too smart. It's a 1v1. Blood's going to at least pick up the bomb plant, and that's going to be so huge for his team. Because that extra, you know, what can you do with extra money? You go on a vacation. You can buy new weapons. Too Smart will pick up an op and get the defuse, but the damage has been done. DankerMemerson gets some money out of that round.
That little bait and switch that they did over by the ramp where they had the one guy peek and then hide and kid off Belk, got the first entry pick. That's the kind of thing they need to be doing to keep them in the game. That's
Sure.
things they should be doing the entire first half, and that's what I think they've been lacking. Just no room for trades, no room for baits. They've just been getting those 1 single kills, and then they have the bomb site.
No doubt. Okay, so the bomb looks like it's heading into the TV room with everybody's 5 strong heading towards B site. What are they going to do here? If you look at the overview, they're hitting it hard. Too Smart's there though. Too Smart might be game for it. He does have an op, but it's kind of rough. Too Smart puts the nade on the site. They're smoked off. Look at his smoke. And Nivik's already pushed up. Nivik's traded out by Zahan. He's already killed 2 of them. It's a 3v3. The bomb is going down. 2 guys are in the apps trying to make their way in. Too Smart's going to try to harass him with the op from the arch. Massfats pushes in, and it's down to Too Smart with his op. Oop, and they know where he's at. So it's a 13-2 DankerMemerson. Very strong first half for DankerMemerson. So what do you think the admins have to do, guys, to get back into this game? Have a round
They
like
gotta
Danker?
they gotta keep the mental strong.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
You can't at this point. They've got to stem the bleed. They've got to figure out what their problem is, and they've got to fix it. And they only have a couple rounds to really get going with it. This pistol means everything for them. They don't win this pistol, it's essentially game over.
So Nivik hears him. He hears all kinds of footsteps on A ramp. I'm sure he called it out. The rotates are coming in. He just letting him roll up in there without even knowing he's there. They did take Nivik out before he does any damage. They know one's on CT. Actually, there's 2 CT. Z-Swift's wide peaks and pays for it. Truth's going to keep him busy. But
Solid to Zahan here.
what can he do? The bomb went down.
Not much of anything.
That's about all they got out of it was a bomb plant.
That guy on top of stairs getting those shots over the top of triple really did a lot for Memerson there.
One little silver lining is that they have a little bit more money to play with in the second round, but I mean, no rounds to play with, you know? If they save here, they put them on 15. If they buy here, it's not going to be the greatest buy in the world.
15.
And if they lose, then it's still on 15 with no money, so I don't... Between a rock and a hard place, you know what I'm saying?
The double scout and then AK no armor buy.
Against the Negev on the A site. Oof. I mean, that scout gets a shot in. Seems like they're really committing to this A hit here. They get down.
He's loud and proud on the top of the stairs.
Oh goodness! Awful takes out Truth as he tries to plant. Bomb is not going down this round. If it's kind of stuck, although too smart. It's down to a 1v whatever. Zehan with a nice scout shot to Awful.
I questioned the double scout buy, but I can get behind it now.
Yeah, Zehan is a good with the scout. I believe was it too smart with the other scout, right?
I think so, yeah.
believe
Too
so,
smart
yes,
is
yes.
incredible sniper. Zehan is really high level as well. So you get the scout in those two guys' hands. They could definitely put some damage on the other team. Scout is hit so hard, 70.
Oh,
70 hit.
Nivek. Ooh. Almost gets that. That's their opening into
Ooh,
the
Zehan
A site
with
there.
big opening picks. He's got jungle on lockdown with his scope. If they dare even come in and peek that, they can at least come in and get the plant. Here they come. Zehan thought he saw someone on Ninja. Zehan. Okay, so Blood and Tyler, they're not in too big a hurry to come in there. I don't blame them.
It looks like just exits for DankerMemerson here.
Yeah, Blood's sitting on that cheeky angle outside of Murder Hole too.
Oh yeah. If Tyler can bait for him, bait
Yeah,
Truth into coming in, and Blood just cleans up. That's a scout for them coming into next round. Maybe they save into round 20. Ooh, but too smart does clean up one. Maybe a second one here. Nope.
Ooh.
So DankerMemerson does escape that round with 2 sets of armor, a deagle, and a UMP. What will they do here? You think they're gonna buy?
They've got so many rounds ahead, they need to just stop force buying, take a couple rounds, get their money in a good spot, and then just went out from there.
Just A stack here, 5 people here. Too smart gets 1, but traded out by Nivek. Now that's a UMP and an SG in the hands of
Swift still
DankerMemerson.
has no armor. Oh, he's timed out. See ya, bud.
Oh no, goodbye. There it is.
He didn't even get killed, he just died.
Getting one in a 1v2. Nivek's coming up with the SG right next to him, and there it is. DankerMemerson on map point here, 15-4. I mean, we're gonna see a. Oh
This has to be a pause, right?
no, he just came back.
Oh, he
I
came
think.
back.
I mean, I feel like they should pause here. Try and figure out what they're gonna do. Backs
They
against the
needed to
wall.
pause at about 5-0.
Yeah, I agree. A little late on that pause, but at least he's back in time for the round to start.
Admins with a pretty good buy here, they could definitely do something with it.
Especially with that first pick going their way. Pretty much giving them a foothold into the A site. Another one, as Too Smart gets Nivek. Blood, however, getting 2 of his own from that jungle position. Watching their crossover, and Bob makes it across though. It's going to be a plant for them, unless
Maybe not.
unless DankerMemerson can do anything about it. They're in a pretty tough spot right now, the admins.
No doubt.
A 1v1 for
1v1.
Z Swifts. Against Awful with full health. He's got 17 for the match. Takes out.
Flash. It's not going to be helpful.
Oh!
Shut up. That was a big round.
Z Swift keeping them alive with that kill.
I guess buying armor really turned it around for him.
Yeah.
It's amazing what armor can do for you.
And look at that. Down to 0 for DankerMemerson again. Practically.
Like I said before, they just need to take a couple rounds and get their money good and solid,
Ooh, too
and
smart.
then focus on winning.
Pick on Blood. Blood Bud got real aggressive on A ramp, paid for it.
In effect, though. 13 health,
Harrison
escapes with a kill.
picks the bomb up.
No trade either. That's a 3-on-3. This is very doable for the admins.
Ooh.
Garrison is hurt. No, he's not. I thought he was hurt. But True.
Ooh.
It's down to
That's
Garrison in a
nice.
2v1 here. That flashbang's gonna come up. Gets hit down to 42. Let's see what else he can do. Looks at the flash. Yikes. Full dabbing there. It's gotta be. However, he does have a flash and a minute, almost actually 40 seconds now to play with. We'll see what he can do. Creeping out on A site, puts a tag onto the first guy, kills him.
It's a
1v1 with awful full
30
health
seconds
here.
left.
30 seconds, yeah, you're right.
Plenty of time to make a play here. Interesting flashbang.
Awful is just gonna sit
doesn't
and
have
wait
to
for
get a
him.
Plant down.
Mm.
That,
And he's practically committed to the A site here. He can't really do too much. He doesn't know where he is. This
He
is a
doesn't
very
know
tall
he is
watch
there.
order for
the fake
Garrison.
plant on triple and try to catch him at CT. Watch this. No, it's a real.
He has
play.
to commit to it.
Oop,
And there it is.
there it is.
That's game.
That is game. I'm sure the admins wasn't feeling too bad about it though, because they already had a first map in the bag. They figured they'll just regather themselves and meet them on
It's
the
just-
battlefield.
See if they can keep the mental strong coming into the third one. Because after, coming out of a win like that, coming out of a loss like that, you can easily get your emotions back in the game. So if they can keep it under control and yeah.
For sure. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just talk real quick about the sponsors again. Let's look at this prize. The prize that we have here is the Silverstone Technology RL08. We've got 5 of these cases on the line. These cases were brand new. They were only revealed by Silverstone Technology at, I think it was E3, maybe something like that. It was a show in 2019. Anyway, these cases did not even hit the States until June 22nd. We got our hands on 5 of them. Silverstone Technology. They have 2 RGB 240 millimeter RGB lit fans in the front of these cases. I understand these cases are well ventilated. They're mini ITX cases, and we really appreciate having Silverstone on board as the prize sponsor. We'd also like to mention Everleap Cloud Hosting. We really appreciate having Everleap on board. Everleap is the official cloud host. They provide the hosting for our website, and we really love having Everleap's support there. They also are sponsoring our statistics, which are currently under development. Hopefully we'll make some more improvements to our statistics. We have a server that's beta testing our stats right now. Let's see here. We've got gameservers.com, frag.lag. They have data centers all around the world. If you're looking for a game server, look no further than gameservers.com. They'll take good care of you. And then, of course, Silverstone Technology, designing inspiration. If you know anything about cases, Silverstone Technology, they are one of the best builders for quality built cases. Silverstone is definitely, in most people's minds, the top 3. I won't mention any of the other 2 who I think are in the top 3 with them, but Silverstone is definitely one of the best case manufacturers in the world. And by the way, they don't just make PC cases, they make enclosures for all kinds of items, all kinds of things like if you have a living room PC or something like that you want in the living room, you want it to look aesthetically pleasing, they have cases that look pretty much like a stereo equipment, if you will. So they make all kinds of enclosures. Go check them out at silverstonetech.us. That's their website. So we're going to go into this bracket just for a minute. We're going to hit some music. We'll pull the bracket up, and we will be right back. Let's pull this bracket up, and we will be right back. And we'll pull some music up too, and then yeah, we'll be joining here in just a moment. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are going to get this underway here any moment. So we're joining. We're going to have a knife for sides is what we're going for here. Here we go. Big knife on the A side.
Getting on to the knife round.
So if you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. I'm Ballistics, Director of Operations here at Club Conflict Online Gaming League. You're watching DankerMemerson versus the admins in a semifinals match, best of 3. Each team has one map on the board. I'm joined here by my friend Chin and Flood from SKUM Gaming. And here we go with the knife. Oh boy. And DankerMemerson, what are they going to do? They are going to choose to stay. So DankerMemerson are going to start out on a position of strength of CT. In my opinion, that's the strong side on.
If they can lock them out of the bomb sites and keep their drain their mental early, keep them from coming back in the second half, this game's almost over with.
Yes, that's a big if. The other flip side of that coin is if the admins can put together a heavy T side, they can get in the head of the DankerMemersons too. You never know what's going to happen here. It just depends on how these teams decide to approach this. Looks like they're going to do a four heavy on A site. Tyler's by himself on B. Too Smart decided to drop Pop Dog. All of them are above ladder. Too Smart just sitting there. I think he's going to try to catch rotates as they come in. Too Smart is going to get peeked. Mass, I don't think he knows he's out there. Too Smart peeks out. He's shot immediately by Mass Fats. Too Smart's making his presence known there on A site. I don't know what that's going to do to Danker. I think Danker's smelling something fishy. It's taken way too long for them to come in here. Truth's going to try to make it in. Too Smart did not sell it. There's already 3 guys defending B site. The bomb is going down. Z Swift goes up on the train ladder. Tyler's sitting right there in the smoke. Too Smart is up in heaven, but he's by himself. What can he do there? Not a lot, I bet. At least, I guess the silver lining.
Yeah.
He pulled him off for a second, but
Where did that second T-side smoke land? They smoked Z, and then I didn't see where the other one went. I really feel like, especially with only the one player in B, they really could have walled that off and gotten a free plant, but...
I mean, they were able to get the plant down, but all of the DankerMemerson guys just came up oil and got 3 quick, easy kills, especially without those smokes.
as soon as they had
It's
the
tough to
intel
hold.
from Massfats and he didn't hear any footsteps and there was nobody on T-Con, they smelled a rat. They started rotating through Z and hit B pretty
Oh, look at this heavy ladder play.
Ooh.
Massfats gets 1.
Zehan is just daring him to peek.
Ooh.
Oh,
That nade is huge, though.
Shot from Too Smart, though.
Awful getting 2 in that ladder position. That's all to Garrison. A 1v4 with a Deagle and a Dream. He's able to tag 1, but doesn't get it done. DankerMemerson up 2-0 on the admins now, and we'll see their first buy come out here. Able to afford a decent amount of guns and utility here. So we'll see how DankerMemerson can respond to the first gun round here. Oh no.
Zehan.
Goodbye, Zehan. Oink.
Oh,
Great.
that's rough.
Especially getting that that first pick going into this round. Huge round for the admins, but unfortunately Zehan goes down to his anti-cheat. That essentially almost negates the man-up advantage that they had. Although I will say a 4v4 does kind of favor the T's here. G-Smart gets out and sees awful on the bomb train. Massfats does get that kill, but gets almost traded out by Too Smart. He's pushing up here a little bit too far. Now it's up to Garrison. He does get 2, puts it in 2v2. This is, or 2v1. This is kind of doable for him, especially with one guy on the Bison.
Garrison, good try.
Gets the
Danker's
Bison
up
kill.
3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, Too Smart's not happy about the anti-cheat. I wouldn't be happy about it either. I don't know what's going on with that. We've had a problem more this season than usual of just having problems with the server. So, yeah, the admins are going to have to gather themselves up, though, after that one. Zehan gets opped by Massfats. Massfats is leaving.
Tough to see that happen to the man. I would have liked to see the admins pull out something something a little bit spicy for their Deagle force round here. I'm a very strong believer that when you force like this, when you've got just basically upgraded pistols, very low buy, you got to do something wild with it. Can't treat it like a gun round, you know?
Yeah, for sure. You got to be aggressive. You got to run together and take it out. Whatever you got to do. But that's
Tyler
deflating.
clean it up.
It's
Yeah.
very deflating when Zehan got kicked by the anti-cheat on the rifle round. But they got to keep their mental game in here. It's important to stay in it mentally.
Yeah. We see this next gun round for the admins. Let's see what they can do.
Look at those nades. Oh, nades doing almost nothing.
See Swift immediately killed. They do a little bit to mass fats there.
It's a good molly.
Truth and Garrison outside the smoke. Nivek's pushing up.
Ooh, this Ivy play though.
Ooh, Nivek catches Truth pushing through the smoke.
And the
takes out
second.
Garrison. Wow.
That's tough, man. Zehan's kind of left alone. Another impossible task.
He's just gonna try to save it. Oh, and he's hurt, and they know where he's
Yep.
at. He's got to reposition.
Ooh. What a shot by mass fats.
This is what I was talking about there, just locking them out of the bomb sites.
Mm-hmm.
They've got to figure out something else to do, and they've got to start doing it fast, whether it's rushing or executing or something.
The main thing is you got to keep in mind mentally that that you got to look at the game like it's a game of halves. So even if you have a rough first half, you just have to have a good second half.
Mm-hmm.
It is heavy on the mind though when if you get you get hammered in the first half. It's hard to keep your mind in the second half. But
Oh, Tyler could go huge here. Oh, that doesn't. That's pretty much the free bomb site B for them. They don't know that yet. But
they
Awful's
should.
coming up behind them really quick here. He could get one, maybe two. They really don't expect them.
Oh, Mass Fats catches him coming in.
Ooh, catches
Awful
too
defiant.
smart.
And it's on.
That's a 1v3 for Truth with 19 health. Gets killed by Awful, and there it is. 6th round for DankerMemerson here. Just another day in the office for them. It seems like.
I don't think they've really been sweating on any of these rounds so far.
No, and what I can see, in my opinion, what I can see the problem here is that the admins are giving them too much. They're being too conservative. When there's times when they should be just running and gunning and trading, and that's really what's gonna. But sometimes you look what happened with Awful. He flanked them because they were just taking their time. They had no idea that by taking out Mass Fats early on B that they could have taken a B site. And they just approached it way too conservatively, and they gave Awful the time to flank.
Ooh, this Ivy push. Oh, what a flash!
Too smart. Time. Again, Garrison in the 1v5 gets one on Awful, but it's immediately traded out. Nothing much you can do there.
Swift again, sitting on 0 kills.
Yeah.
Same with Zehan. But a
think-
rough series for Swift, no?
Yeah. I think Zehan only has 0 kills because of the disconnect. I do remember he got that opening frag when he disconnected, so
Oh, okay.
that might be it. But even then, that means ever since that round, he's got nothing so far.
I think he's had 0 because the fact that he has 7 deaths and it's the 8th round, that means that when he came back in, it remembered his score. So he's held to 0.
I think what happened was because he got disconnected, it killed him and gave him a minus score.
Oh,
maybe?
yeah. You're right. It shows up as a suicide or something when you're booted.
So
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So he's got 1. But regardless.
that's
Not having a
7
good
rounds
first half
in.
so
You can't
far.
be having one.
But I mean, Truth is on the same spot.
Yeah, so is Swift. So, I mean, it's just been DankerMemerson all the way this first half. So.
Mm-hmm.
Garrison in a 1v4.
Nation kill for Garrison there. 1v5. He's got 1, but not too much to play with if you can get an Vec here.
Good shot.
There's a
It's
quick
possible.
kill. No, 20 seconds left on the clock. He's got 3 kills and the bomb. Or he's got to get 3 kills
Oh,
and get
never
the
mind.
bomb.
Hide, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a save here for sure.
I'd like to see them come out with something a little bit more explosive. Maybe like 800 flashes over a site, just fly out and trade each other off. Because at least Garrison and is it Too Smart can hit their shots. It's just that these like late round plays where everyone just dies one by one isn't really working out too well. Even a B rush here with some pistols, some upgraded pistols would be, I feel like, good on the cards. Clown Fiesta.
What were the final 2 maps in the veto? Do you know? Was it a choice between Train and Vertigo, probably? Or, I don't remember.
No, Vertigo got banned earlier, I believe. It was
Train,
Nuke.
Yeah, the Train is right up there with Dust 2 as far as like one of those maps that will really expose you if your team is not well oiled.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you go up against a team that can play the maps well, it can be a long day.
Oh.
Ooh, tough job there. That smoke bounces off his teammates' back, basically blocks them out. They're forced to go back here, right into the waiting arms of Awful.
But Awful just gets into ladder for free, and he hears them all in box halls, and they can cheat that third player over.
Yep. Yep.
He's about to get killed here too. Oh,
Awful. Now they got the opening into A if they want, but where's the bomb?
Too Smart
Bomb's
with
out
1
on
HP.
Bomb's down on site. That is unfortunate.
Oh my! Killed him with the flashbang.
Oh wow.
Oh,
What a play!
Flashbang kill on Too Smart. Wow.
I stick by it. They just need to smash B before they can get those rotators in. Double op on the T side though. Okay.
Triple op on CT or T.
Maybe they just want those opening frags.
So if they hit 3 strong on Ivy.
You can really tell that Memerson's put work into the CT half of their train. They're able to get that T-Con pretty much very easily wrestle it away from them and get those opening frags.
This could be a interesting peak for Matt. Ooh, gets first.
And no trade from Garrison.
Oh,
It's a no scope on him. That's unfortunate. And Zehan in a 1v4 here again, and
I feel like that Ivy play really could have worked if they just both jump out together.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one on A, right? The rest of these guys are out in T-Con. That could have been an easy route to the bomb site.
So we got people in the chat on in the stream saying that the admins should be taking a timeout, but
yeah, I don't know why there hasn't been a pause yet. Again, Zehan's still at that 1 kill. Swift has the 1. Truth has the 1. They gotta calm down or figure something else out. Huge nade damage. I like this play though. They're out.
it was scary.
So it's just another.
Garrison blind gets a kill. Another. Oh, but
Nivek with 2.
comes out the top.
And a third one.
Oh boy.
By Awful.
Yep. Yoink.
It's Too Smart.
Was Awful already dead at
He's
this point?
No. He had the secondary op.
Too Smart with a nade.
He just let him. Mastos just let him out.
Yeah, they figure, you know, they'd be better off probably on the retake. Just let Too Smart come in and do what he might.
Oh,
But
there's a kill.
11-0.
They got all of that map control coming out of T-Con, and then all just kind of sat all off and didn't really do much. They've got 2 players on their team now with 16k. They're gonna have, you know, buys for easily the rest of the half.
So we got a pause on DankerMemerson. I guess it's a sympathy pause. Maybe. But DankerMemerson is leading 11-0. The admins, they just haven't been able to put anything together here. What do you do here? They have no money. They are in a save. If they save this round, and
if they don't know the lineups for the executes or the correct grenades, right, you just gotta get those SMGs, get those upgraded pistols, and just force it. Especially because they, at least from from what I've seen, they should know that they're only playing 1B early unless they take their time going up there. They, give them the time to rotate the one over. If they just hit B fast, get that entry pick, even if it costs, one or two of them in return, a free bomb plant, I think that they could. They haven't even had a chance really to have a post plant in the half yet. Is they're just getting picked off one by one and leaving their guys in 1v4s and 1v5s. There's not even they're not even getting close to a bomb site. So I think just getting there, getting the bomb down, and being able to then be on the defensive instead of on the offensive would do well for them.
Definitely. I think the only time that I can really remember that they got a plant was that pistol round at the very beginning of the half. And that went
Well, if you look at the scoreboard,
unraveled really quickly.
There's 2 defusals and then 1 timeout. So they haven't even had a chance to save their guns either this whole half.
Mhm.
And then in the defusals, they had 3 people alive in the both of them. So they've been good on money the whole half. They've got no issues with any kind of cash. And then that triple op really kind of screwed with their economy a little bit too much, in my opinion.
In my opinion, the problem with a slow play, at least if you rush a site from the beginning, even if you get lit, even if you lose 3 guys or whatever, at least you'll know how many are in that site quickly, and that's important because then you can know where they might be rotating from. But if you are delaying, as you're delaying, you don't know where the opponents are going. They could be flanking, they could be doing anything, and it's just like chaos.
Especially because these Memerson guys are taking really hard ladder control and really hard T-con control. They know instantly when they're not coming, so they can cheat that second or third player over to B or from B rather easily. Like that combination of these mollies and stuff.
Oh, there you go. Well,
True for that opening
Awful,
frag.
yeah, Awful loses that fight, and that gives ladder control over to the admins, so a little bit extra breathing room here. They still have only that one guy in B, but
Good flashbang. Great teamwork there.
pretty sure he was full blind, didn't expect that. Yep, what a flash coming out by Truth.
Too smart, dropping down into Pop Dog. We got 2 guys on T-Con. Got Garrison looking down towards Ivy.
50 seconds left here, and it looks like they're gearing up to take the A site.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate with the site that they're all stacked on here.
Well, they're coming out dry and no nades, no flashes. They're just looking for the frags.
Big
They
hit.
get the,
Swift, big frag. Now they do hear the gun over on Ivy. I think this round's probably going to end up in the admin's favor.
Mm-hmm.
But it's up to Tyler on the rotate. Tyler is looking out. So the admins do get on the board a little late, but late's better than never.
And what do you know? Right after that timeout,
maybe they get talking a little bit, figure some stuff out, take a little bit of a breather,
reset mentally.
Definitely.
This is huge, though. Look at the money on both sides. Oof. What? What a nade. That's tough, and that brings both of the admin players out of T-Con. I see them fighting hard this time for T-Con control, and it seems like the admins are mostly winning that. I mean, they still have to take the next step on the site. Blood does get 2.
Smoke. What
Yikes.
a dirty play.
Truth down to 1 health.
And now they know there's 1 in Pop Dog and 1 in T-Con. So
there goes that molly and the kill.
What a round from Blood.
Yeah, 3 kills there. About to get a 4th here. Oof. And he wants this ace. I know it. He's gonna run in. Doesn't see him. 4-3 maybe.
Oh my goodness.
And he lets him
Wow.
through.
Garrison's like, did you just run past him? And he puts the smoke down. Oh, he gets the hit on Blood. Garrison does not want to give up. He's going to save that op. He's going to run, and I do not blame him.
Uh-oh, he's gonna get
left.
shot here.
Ooh,
There it is.
12-1. So the admins have been just thrown into a blender here on train. DankerMemerson are just dicing them up.
Mm-hmm. And look at the stats on DankerMemerson. You've got
They're just
These
not getting the
guys-
frags.
Facility damage, 232.
yeah.
It's that
3.66
T-con
kill death.
control.
2.66, 3.0. Look at all these KDs. Oh my gosh. It's definitely a one-sided affair here on this this third map.
They're just not throwing the flashes and the smokes. And they're getting killed through the choke points again. As I see that Truth gets the opening kill.
Blood gets 1, and Ivy. Awful gets 2 smart up on ladder, and it's a 3v4 here. With really almost no utility against a lot of utility on the CT side. Ooh.
Gets
Jayhan
caught
gets-
typing.
Yep.
Oh. Awful. Telling everybody.
Oh no.
Oh, that's lovely. Now we're going to have the anybody and
We're
everybody
gonna get
joining.
DDoSed.
Yeah, that's lovely. Awful. Not only DDoS, but you're going to have like whoever wants to join in.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll help the admins.
Yeah.
I think
They
they're
might need
beyond
a-
saving at this point.
I don't know, you get a good 6th player in there, play 6v5 the rest of the game? Maybe. Especially on the CT side.
I don't even think a 6th player would help them. They've got 3 of
my
their players
gosh.
combining into one
Wait,
right
look
now.
at that. They all left the B site and gave them a free plant and a kill.
Uh-oh, Z Swift
Look at
hears
that.
him coming, rotating in from ladder. So that's at least he knows they're coming. Ooh.
Ooh, can't do too much about it though. Zayhan gets that kill through the flashbang.
Yeah.
Puts mass fats in a 1v2.
Ooh.
Can't get that. Can't turn fast enough and gives admins their second round. Hey, what
I
do you
don't
know?
know what kind of information that they had there, but that seemed like a very odd call to just shift everyone off the B site.
Yeah, especially with only 16 seconds left. I mean,
Maybe somebody made a call and they gambled on it. And
Tyler, we see the XM coming out and the Negev.
oh
See what
no,
they can
this
do
is
here.
Desperate. I want to see this Negev play.
He's
Oh,
going
no.
down into Ivy and he's just gonna spam it, I think.
Tyler, look at him getting aggressive, pushing right up on Too Smart. Too Smart has no idea, and he pays for it. Oh my goodness,
you
Tyler with the
too.
auto shotty.
He gets out of there with
His
most,
life.
all of his health almost. And a third one,
Oh no. You really
Look.
hate to see it.
plus the bomb. Last 2 with AKs, T-Swift and Tooth combining for, what, maybe 3 kills? 6 kills?
Z Swift's all by himself. It's 13-2 half.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Looks, looking,
Well-
pretty tough for the admins here.
What was the half score on Overpass?
Overpass was
Was it 11-4?
I believe so.
10-5?
I just can't remember. I think it was pretty strong, like 11-4. I think it was.
I was gonna say this pistol round is super, super important.
No doubt about it. Now, a 13-2 is not something you can't overcome, but it's definitely right up there at the about the most you could ask for a team to pull off.
I want to see where this mass fat smoke ends up. Is it just gonna be down the ramp?
Ooh, awful. Catches Garrison.
Ooh, the B fake coming through Ivy.
Truth getting
Nice tap.
1.
Truth.
Got gushed in the process.
Oh, he is
Oof.
lit so bad. They're
Solid
hunting
to
Truth,
Zayhan Z-Swift up. Or Truth and Z-Swift here. See what they can do.
and Truth is hurt, so you can expect a lot from him with 4 HP.
Exactly. They're gonna go hunting for him. They've got
He's gonna
rounds to
get
play
beat
with
by
and
3 of
people.
them, and it's 14-2. Oh, Awful's feeling so chipper he decides to shoot blood. Okay. So the admins definitely have their back up against the walls. 14-2. If Danker takes this round, they'll be on match point, and at least we won't be up past
Series
midnight.
point as well.
So. Midnight Eastern anyway.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh wow.
Oh,
Garrison,
no.
I think they've all landed in his pocket. Every nade
What
hit
a
him.
nade.
That is like a tri-Kobe.
And that gives them free reign onto the B site.
If ever there was a three-pointer, that was it. Counter-strike.
Oh, Zehan does
Zehan.
get
Match
awful. Holy
point,
moly.
match point, match point.
Not only match point, series point here. This is their ticket straight into the grand finals. Backs against the wall. Down to 0. Let's see what they can do. What is this smoke by Mass Fats?
That's gotta land somewhere near Ivy, no?
Yeah, it's blocking off front Ivy. Wow. What a smoke.
Nivit,
They're all out. Eh.
Aggression takes Troop out, and Zehan on Z.
Now up to 2 smart. He's dead. Just D Swift on 12 health.
And I
Oh,
think
no.
the admins took this over.
Mm-hmm.
So, there it is.
And there it goes. Congratulations to DankerMemerson. Moving on.
Definitely. Congratulations, DankerMemerson. They win it in fine fashion, 16-2 in the third map.
Very convincing. Map three.
Admins, it was a good match. I mean, that train was rough, but you had a good match. At least you got that first good map in on Overpass. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go into some music here for a moment. Actually, let's talk, guys. What did you think of the overall? Let's just do an after match analysis of the map. What did you sum it up, if you would?
It just seemed very contrasting. Some teams knew the maps they were playing, and other teams just didn't. Like if you looked on the few E rounds that Memerson had on train, the way they exploded out A with a few smokes, and even their pistol round where they threw these couple flashbangs to get their guys out, or just the utility usage in general, I guess over the whole series was very big for me. They're flashing each other in, they're smoking each other off. You know, they got these mollies going, and even those like little bait and switches on the Mirage and the Overpass, especially. It just, I feel like maybe Memerson doesn't play Overpass, but then they definitely just outclassed admins on the other two maps.
Yeah, we don't know the map picks, right? Because it definitely looked like Overpass was an admin pick.
Yeah,
by the way.
I'm guessing it was their pick because they had done well on it once before. They really liked how they performed. So I'm guessing it was their pick. So it's probably the second map would have been DankerMemerson's pick. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And the third pick was probably just the lesser of two evils. In train, they felt was the lesser of the two evils. I don't know. I'm curious as to what the map their choice was, but I'm going to guess. It was probably
because Nuke was first banned, Vertigo was second
banned.
banned.
Inferno or Cash probably between the choices, and they didn't.
It had to have been Inferno because Cash isn't in the pool.
Oh yeah, right. What am I saying, Cash? But it probably was Inferno. They didn't want to face him on Inferno because Inferno is just a re-skinned dust too, really. I mean, you know what I mean? It can be rough. It's not a map that you're going to want to put your whole season on, in my opinion.
Exactly.
But, well, guys, thank you. Thank you, Chin. Thank you, Flood, for coming in here. You guys did a great job. If you guys are available next Sunday night, not tomorrow, but we've got about 1 week for everybody to think about it. But if you guys got time and you want to cast with me, we'll do the grand finals. That would be a lot of fun. But we're going to have... Go ahead.
I'd be down for a good five map series. That'd be a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think the grand final is that what is it? Does it say best of 5 in the rules? I think
in the rules it does.
So. Yeah. Oh, good. It's going to be a best of 5 grand final. Yeah, that sounds fun. If you guys are available, we'll get that underway. That's going to be that's going to be the 20. That's going to be the end of the month, Sunday on the March 1st. Sunday, March 1st, and it's going to happen in the evening. We'll have that best of 5 coming at you. and I look forward to it. You guys, thank you for your time. And before we leave, I would like to, last thing I want to do, I do want to, touch upon our prize, Silverstone Technology RL08. Thank you, Silverstone. And I'd like to one more time, just real quickly, go through the thank you to Everleap Cloud Hosting. Thank you to GameServers.com, and thank you to Silverstone Technology. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ballistics, Director of Operations here at Club Conflict. Thank you for watching us here on the stream, and we're out of here. Thank you.